Hey guys, welcome back to another video here. Welcome back to another playlist video. Today I'm going to show what I've been listening to for the past week. Of course, it's Saturday. It's time for a new playlist video, so let's get on with it. So, this week I've been listening to a bunch of Iron Maiden. Got into an Iron Maiden phase lately, but I did listen to one other album, and that's how I'm going to start off this video with. And I don't know, I don't see too many people talk about this band or this album, so if you guys like this band or like this album, let me know in the comments, okay? And that album by this band is Crocus Headhunter. Headhunter released in 1983, arguably the greatest year in metal, but I think 1980 and 83 and 86 are all tied. But back to this, Crocus Hunter is a classic and went gold back in 83. Crocus, a band that I don't really listen to that much. To be honest, the only stuff I heard from them is just this album and Midnight Maniac and Ballroom Blitz. Those are the only songs I've heard from them. But yeah. This is arguably probably their most famous album. And even though there's alright, here's the inner sleeve, track listing, and special thanks and stuff, and the albums that came before this. This is on Arista Records or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce the record company's name correctly. See? Arista. Is that how you say it? Whatever. Anyways, it's a great album. This album gets off to a good, fast head start with Headhunter. Then one of the singles, Eat the Rich, is good. Screaming in the Night is probably their most famous song. And I love it. It has a good atmosphere, great vocals, and great guitar work. Even though the video is kind of weird though. Ready to Burn. I like the song, and I like the chorus. Are you ready to burn? Sorry, I promised I wasn't gonna try and mimic songs, but I just did there. I'm sorry. Nightwolf is another great one. Great vocals again from Mark Storrs. Is that his name? Yeah, Storrs. Stay Awake All Night is kinda filler, but still good. Stand to Be Counted is good. White Din is actually a really cool instrumental. And then it goes into Russian Winter, which is okay. So, not the greatest album in the world, but I still loved it. I still love this album. Once again, part of the greatest year in metal, 1983. And it's good with album. It's good up there. Blech. Let me re-say that. I'm sorry. This album, it goes up there with Mental Health and stuff. Mental Health, Peace of Mind. Great album. Crocus actually opened for, on this tour, they opened for Def Leppard Pyromania tour. So if you guys saw Crocus on that tour, opening up for Def Leppard Pyromania tour, let me know in the comments. So anyways, that's Crocus Headhunter. Let's head on to the Iron Maiden stuff I've been listening to. Peace of Mind I've listened to. Once again, one of their best albums ever. Let's just look at the track listing quickly. Where Eagles Dare, classic, great opener. Just that drum intro from that drum intro from Nico McBrain. That opening riff is just pulls you in, and Bruce's great vocals and the bass from Steve Harris. Revelation's another great one, and you guys probably already know this, but did you know that back then in the 80s, Bruce Dickinson would actually play guitar to this song live because they needed 3 guitars to play this, so Adrian and Dave, they would play the 2 main guitar parts, and then Bruce would have to play the 3rd guitar part. But now they don't do that anymore, since now they have Yannick and Dave and Adrian. Fly of Icarus is another classic. I love it. Die With Your Boots On. Another great one. You guys already know how it goes. Don't need to explain it. I just love it. Trooper, one of the greatest Iron Maiden songs of all time. Killer vocals, killer bass, killer guitar work. I love this song. Still Life is kind of a weird one. The way it starts with the weird sound effects and stuff, or the weird talking. But I like during the song where Bruce is like, "Give me a peace of mind." I just thought that was funny. And it's another good one. One that has survived a couple of set lists. I knew that they played it on Seven Sun Tour. Quest for Fire. A lot of people don't really like this one. I actually kind of like it a little bit, but yeah, I can see how people don't really like it because of the lyrics and stuff being kind of, I don't know, cheesy or whatever, or Bruce's singing. Sun and Steel is so catchy and it's really good. To Tame the Land is not one of the greatest Iron Maiden epics, but it's still good. I still like it, but yeah, it's not as good as stuff like Phantom of the Opera or Rime of the Ancient Mariner or Alexander the Great or Seventh Son. But I still love it. I don't love the song, I just think it's good. I'm sorry about my voice today, guys. It's just been off today. Here's a CD with the brain. There is a Trooper. I'll show you the booklet right now. There's a picture of Eddie there in the straitjacket. Lyrics, Steve Harris's page, and some of the pictures in here are inaccurate. This picture is not from the World Peace Tour. This is from the Somewhere in Time tour, Somewhere on Tour. And that picture is from the Seven Sun Tour, aka Seven Tour of a Seven Tour. Because you could tell by the stage and the way Bruce is dressed. And you could tell this is a Somewhere in Time tour because the stage in the background and Steve's pants, because half of his pants is blue and half of his pants is white. And I think he only wore that on the Somewhere in Time tour. More lyrics, picture from the Fly of Icarus video. Dave Murray, cool picture of him there. Fly of Icarus album cover. The manager and producer, Rod Smallwood and Martin Birch. Here's Bruce. Nico McBrain, this was his first album with the band. Wait, did I accidentally skip a page? Oh, no, I didn't. Alright. Here's pictures of them recording the album in the Bahamas, I think. I think that's where they recorded most of their 80s albums. You have a picture of Bruce here holding up the World Peace Tour poster. For some reason, they're showing a Christmas card there. Trooper. You have Adrian Smith here, awesome live pictures. More pictures of the World Peace Tour. There's the band right there, Killing Eddie at the Dormant Festival from 1983. A lot of metalheads know that out there. classic show with Maiden, Priest, Ozzy, Crocus, Quiet Riot. And I think Scorpions was in that show too. That was the Eddie that they had for the World Peace Tour. There, if you guys can't read that, that says, I'll just tell you, it says Bruce gets arrested. If you guys don't know that, I read this online. During one of the shows in the World Peace Tour, Bruce got arrested for pulling the bra off of the dancer that they had when they were playing 22 Acacia Avenue. Once again, the stage, more pictures of that tour. Quiet Riot actually opened a lot of shows for this tour, on the World Peace Tour and the Mental Health Tour. So, if you guys saw this tour with Iron Maiden and Quiet Riot, please comment below, because I love hearing your stories. Like, I love reading the comments that you guys leave about the times that you saw shows, because like how the stuff you bought that night, how it was, the energy and stuff. I love reading about that stuff. So if you guys saw this tour with Iron Maiden and Quiet Riot, comment below. But let's go on to the next Iron Maiden album I've been listening to, and that is Power Slave. Power Slave, up there along with Number of the Beast, is tied as probably the most popular Iron Maiden album. I still think Number of the Beast is more popular, but if I'm wrong, teach me in the comments, okay? Because I think Number of the Beast was more popular than this, but if I am wrong, let me know. Oh, I forgot to mention, these two CDs are both 98 remasters, if you haven't noticed that yet. Let's talk about the song. So, I'm not one of those type of I'm not like, the biggest fan on Power Slave. Like, I do love it, but I don't love every single song. So let's just get started with it. Aces High is, of course, an Iron Maiden classic. Love the video, love the vocals from Bruce. This is when Bruce could still hit the high notes. And very fast paced, and no more to say except it's just a classic. Do Mr. Midnight, another classic. No, don't need to say more about it. You guys already know it. So why am I explaining if you guys already know it? Lost for Words, the Big Aura. This is an instrumental. I watched a review on this album one time, and the person that was doing a review on it said that this song was supposed to have vocals and lyrics, but they couldn't come up with any lyrics, so they just came up with the music, and it's a decent instrumental. A lot of people know it. Flash of the Blade is another good one about fencing or sword fighting or whatever. I like it. The Duelist, another good one. Then you have Back in the Village, who a lot of people hate and a lot of people love. I'm more in the middle of the road of it. I like it, but I don't love it. But I don't hate it as well. I just like it. Now, Power Slave, and a great song. And Iron Maiden's second longest song of all time, Rime of the Ancient Mariner. A lot of you already know this, 13 minutes long. So all I'm going to say about it is my favorite part of the song. Like, I love the parts during the choruses and stuff, but my favorite part of the song is during that slow part, where everything's quiet and it sounds like you're on a ship and the ship is like creaking and stuff. And then you have somebody like reading stuff from the actual novel. I love that. It gives you a creepy vibe. It makes you sound like that you're out at sea on a wooden ship. I love that. So, wait, let me open this quickly. Alright, here's a CD with Eddie with the chains around him, and he's a mummy. There's Eddie again. Alright, let's look at the booklet. So we have notes here. That's the inner sleeve of them around the coffin. Pictures. Steve Harris. There's the Aces High single. Adrian and Dave. That picture there is Steve is actually from Seventh Son, actually. If you guys can see that, you can see the stage a little bit with the ice and stuff. 2 Minutes to Midnight single. And Dave Murray. I don't really see Dave Murray use this type of guitar. I mostly see him use, I mostly see him using that type of guitar, not that. Look at Bruce here with the pool ball in his mouth. I know you guys can't see it because it's blurry, but just go buy this CD and then you can see it. There's Steve there. Nico, always a funny guy. There they are on stage with the mummified Eddie walking around. Here's Bruce's page, and that picture is from Peace of Mind. Cool centerfold here of the stage. Arguably one of the greatest tours of all time, the World Slavery Tour. I did not see the World Slavery Tour because I wasn't around back then, but a close friend of mine actually saw this tour in 1985, January of 1985 with he told me that it was Twisted Sister opening on the Stay Hungry tour and Iron Maiden headline. So it was Twisted Sister and Iron Maiden. If you guys saw that lineup, Twisted Sister and Iron Maiden, please let me know in the comments. And I did research on this album, on the tour, and I found out that even Wasp opened for them very late in the tour. And if you guys saw that with Wasp and Iron Maiden, let me know, because I would have loved to see that. But now back to this. That's the first Rock in Rio that they played at. Steve here. More pictures of Adrian. I think that picture of Adrian there is from Somewhere in Time or Seventh Son. The mummified Eddie walking around. Another picture of the stage. That's a cover for the Running Free Live single. And another picture of the stage. And that's it. So, it's on to the last Iron Maiden album I've been listening to this past week, and the last album I've been listening to this past week. Wait, let me put this in. Let me put this back in the case quickly. The last Iron Maiden album I have been listening to this week, and the last album I have been listening to this past week is the first Iron Maiden album. This is a 2014 remastered, I think, on 180 gram vinyl. Arguably their greatest album of all time. A lot of people love the Paul Di'Anno era more than the Bruce, and a lot of people love the Bruce Dickinson era more than the Paul Di'Anno era. For me, I love them equally. I actually, and if you're wondering which album I first listened to get into Iron Man, it was this album right here. This is the first Iron Man album I ever bought, and it was the first one I ever listened to, and I love this album. I love the Eddie. What I love about this era is that the band were very different. They sound more like, they sounded not heavier, but like more like hungry, more what's it called, mad to get more hungry to get success and stuff. And I loved the album covers and the singles that they had. They kind of made like street level. Like Eddie here, he looks like punkish a little bit, but then we have this cool back wall. Got some lights and the moon up there, and then you have Killers, where it's him like in front of a motel or something, and he's killing somebody, and it just looks awesome. And the covers for the single, like the Woman in Uniform single, Eddie's walking down the street with two ladies, and behind this alleyway wall, you have a lady and you have this police officer ready to kill him, and then you have the Sanctuary single where he's killing somebody out in the street. And then you have the Running Free single where somebody's running down this alleyway and you can see him in the back with his face blacked out. So I just love the artwork that they had for this era. But yep. Paul Di'Anno there. Dave Murray there. Clive Burback there. Rest in peace. Awesome drummer. Dennis Stratton there. And I think that's Steve over there. Pictures. Prowler, classic. I love this song, even though the lyrics are a bit different for Iron Maiden. It's about a stalker. The music in it just kicks butt. Remember Tomorrow, great vocals from Paul Di'Anno and stuff, and it gets slow and heavy and slow. Running Free is of course a classic. I love this song. I love to play it on bass. It's very fun to play this song on bass, actually. Phantom of the Opera is a classic, one of the greatest Iron Maiden epics of all time. Not my favorite epic, but it's up there. Transylvania is a great instrumental. Strange World, I actually really love this song. A lot of people don't really think too much about the song. They don't really care about it, but I actually really like this song. I love the atmosphere and stuff, and this is the stuff that Dennis Stratton wanted to go for. Steve Harris kicked him out of the band because he wanted to go in that direction. He didn't want to go in the heavier direction like everybody else was going. He wanted to go for that slow direction. And I actually like it. It brings up a great atmosphere. The lyrics are kind of weird, but they fit the song, and the guitar work is just beautiful in this. Charlotte the Harlot is part one, of the little mini series that they have in their songs. Of course, you have 22 Acacia Avenue as part 2, you have Hooks in You as part 3, and you have From Here to Eternity on part 4. Iron Maiden, the title track of the band. Of course, a classic. They end every show with it, and this is basically kind of like a greatest hits album. And I love this album. I used to think this was the best Iron Maiden album. Not anymore. I think my favorite Iron Maiden album is probably Somewhere in Time. But anyways, guys, those were the albums I've been listening to this past week. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for 40 subscribers. That is awesome. Thank you for watching and subscribing. It means a lot to me. And I hope you all, let me re-say that. I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you are staying safe. And I will see you guys later. Peace.